What's up everyone, this is SliferKing here, and today join me for another one of my Fallout New Vegas videos, where today it is finally time to meet Caesar. So I've pretty much arrived at Cottonwood Cove, which is that area in front of me. However, there is a little bit of admin I need to do. So Cass is still with me at the moment from last week's video. However, I don't really want to risk any of my companions getting captured by the Legion, so I'm going to send Cass back to the Lucky 38.
Inside the Lucky 38? I'm not sure whether that's a blessing or a curse. The Legion? What about them? I don't trade caps or supply anyone who keeps slaves and treats women like Brahmin in those camps of theirs. There's some caravans that deal with the Legion, yes. And as much as it pains me to say it, any caravan marked by the Legion is safe as houses. They guard their roads, their supply lines. Even fiends would hesitate before going after any trader dealing with Legion. I am. If NCR took the same stand and committed patrols to the roads, then I'd think that'd solve a lot of their problems right there. But they don't. Caravans get butchered in the Mojave all the time, like mine. And so fucking close to Vegas, you could see it from the wall. NCR tries. It's just that trying doesn't mean a whole lot when you're paying your respects to the dead. And Legion, from what I've heard, they don't do the stop tolls on the roads or in the outposts like some NCR quartermasters do. You're lucky if you turn a profit sometimes if some new officer gets assigned a route. The fees just get worse. Much as I hate the Legion, caravan life would be a hell of a lot easier if they ran the roads. Well, as long as those companies were run by men. And that's the biggest issue I see. And it's a shame. But I think there's people on the NCR side who feel more strongly than I do. Some caravans deal with the Legion now because the security. If towns could get the same protection, a lot more tempting than you'd think. A bunch of people would be willing to side with the Legion to not have to worry about fiends and boomers and powder ganger attacks. It's not hard for some folks to sell freedom when the alternative is worse. Especially if being with NCR is going to get you on a Legion cross. If you're sure, your loss. All right. Don't be long. Robots there give me the creeps.
Right. Let me just save. Because in the last episode we were kind of borderline with the Legion. So that's why I felt like I need to get this done now. Is that a Great Khan symbol? Nope, that's definitely Legion. These are crosses. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't there something...
Halt! What business have you in Cottonwood Cove, outsider? You wear the mark of Caesar. You must be who Cursor Lucullus is waiting for. You may continue, but be warned. Mark or no, we will not tolerate aggressive action by visitors in the camp.
I'm not exactly fond to go to the Legion, but I need to do it in order to get to Benny's chip.
Awe, are you ready to head upriver? I am Cursor Lucullus, and my orders are to escort you to the Legion's camp at Fortification Hill. Are you ready to go? You'll be meeting face to face with the mighty Caesar himself, founder of the Legion, conqueror of 86 tribes. To my knowledge, this is the first time Caesar has ever summoned one of the dissolute to see him. Not even tribal chieftains receive this honor. All who are not Legion are dissolute. They live in squalor, unrestrained by morality, lacking moderation, temper, and self-control. Their very existence is a blight on the common good. Even worse are the profligates, the subtype of dissolute one finds this side of the river. They hold themselves to be civilized, when in fact they are corrupt and self-interested. The truth will be made clear to them soon enough. You'd know better than I would, but you must be remarkable for Caesar to take such an interest. The trip will take a few hours. Take your place on the boat. By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave. Awe.
Right, okay, that's interesting. Definitely a good thing I got those spiked knuckles. Huh. Interesting. I've still got a couple of pistols. That's interesting. Looks like a normal farmer.
So I hear the honcho of one of them strip families up and disappeared. Poof. Yeah, they'll find his body someday.
Okay.
True to Kaiser.
Next thing I need to work out is the other quests. Oh yeah, I need to deal with that. Let's meet Kaiser first.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
You're the courier who caused so much trouble for my legion, and yet you dare come before me. All the bribes I sent to the Omertas ended up buying me nothing. The great Khans aren't exactly clamoring to fight for my legion now. So tell me this, because I really want to know. I am feared, with good reason. But you, of all people, dare to come here and stand before me, the mighty Caesar. What were you thinking? And you fell for that? Really? Because I'm going to have you killed now. Relax. I'm fucking with you. You do know why I wanted to meet you, right? A man nearly kills you, so you track him across the breadth of the Mojave. You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat. You visit the tops, and next thing you know, the head of the chairman is fleeing the strip like a whimpering little pup. When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that. The question is, are you ready to get started? The time is fast approaching when my legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House knocked out of the game. A quick 1-2 punch. with you doing the punching. Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch, and inside that hatch are 2 steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip Benny was carrying when we captured him. Isn't that interesting? Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch. So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip opens those doors. Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried. I want you to destroy whatever you find in there. And then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So go to the building and take this fucking platinum chip with you. My legionaries will meet you there, with your weapons and equipment. Talk to Benny on your way out. He knows I'm going to let you decide how he dies. Maybe you want to remind him.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about them.
Benny, where are you? Benny must be back up there.
Alway, true to Kaiser.
I wonder if Benny's still in here. Oh yes, there he is. Hello, you.
Why, you little promise breaker. Let me live, Benny, and I'll never come after you, pinky swear. What a fink. Anyway, go ahead and laugh, baby. I ain't blind to the humor in this situation. Yeah, well, laugh it up on your own time. Down to brass tacks. How'd your meet and greet with Baldy go? Sure. Baldy wants you to go down there in the bunker and destroy whatever Mr. House stashed there. Oh, you don't want to do that, baby. Whatever's down in that bunker is the key to the city called Vegas. So here's what you do. You go down there and you use the chip to do whatever Mr. House would have wanted you to do. And when you get back to the strip, you find Yes Man. I made it so that cat can't help but be helpful. Dig? I'm the most interesting person I know. Now, in the way back, we called ourselves the Boot Riders. Silly name, but that's how we rode the Mojave, dig? On our feet. We were nomadic badasses not to be trifled with. A gang of ruffians, though, with a certain panache. When House gave us the tops to renovate, his robots dropped off boxes full of suits and ties and wingtip shoes. Told us we were the chairmen now. That caused an uproar, but I said the name sticks. Chow to the old ways, baby. Time to swing in style. If the shoes fit, you wear them. 7 years. Took over 3 days after Mr. House introduced himself. Our chief at the time, mountain of a guy named Bingo, wanted to stay nomadic. I disagreed, so he challenged me to the knife. He looked so surprised when I stuck that knife in his neck. Thought he was so tough, but he was so slow. That's how I made Chief. It's how things were back then. We were east of Vegas when the first Securitron we ever saw rolled up on us. We junked it in a minute flat. The next day, 20 roll up, so we listened. Said we'd been selected. Vegas needed us to defend it. In exchange, we'd get cushy digs, full stomachs, medical treatment. Everything a nomad never gets, in other words. Most of the tribe thought we should say no. I thought it was the best idea ever. I prefer the term relocated. It took every stealth boy I had to cross the river at Cottonwood Cove. That was a close shave, riding a boat full of Legion boys. Once I was across, I changed into a uniform I swiped off a dead legionary outside Nelson. Tried to sneak into the bunker, but that didn't work out. They found the chip. I wasn't going to tell them what it was used for, but let's just say they were persuasive. Go on. Try not to smile so wide, baby. You might break your mouth. Yeah, Baldy said you'd get to decide. So which way you leaning? Yeah, to die in my sleep at a ripe old age after a marathon session of hey-hey with 30 sex-star broads. You'll set that up? Look, I ain't a harbor for illusions. I ain't expecting to get out of this shindig alive. That's why I'm trying to hand you my scheme, baby. It's called having a legacy.
I wonder what happens if you save Benny. I'm actually curious. He's a snake, but I wonder what happens if you save him.
I know, so many options. How do Ta-ta.
So I'm going to keep him alive for now. Because I reckon if I end up... Well, we'll see. Okay, so, let's see. So, I think there is one place I haven't been to yet. And that's the dam. Now, the reason I'm probably going to do the dam first is because something I'm thinking about doing is after this playthrough ends... Ooh, finally broke my legs. After the playthrough ends, I could potentially go back and replay the other ones quickly. Although the NCR one's probably not.
Kaisar has permitted you to leave, but not with the platinum chip in your possession.
Ah, right. Okay, that's a complication. So I can't leave with the platinum chip. Okay, so that's a bit of a tricky one. Okay, so I'm probably going to have to end the episode there so I can work on my next move. So there has been another episode of my Fallout New Vegas series. I have to admit, I don't know where I'm going to be ending up next because we're getting really close to the end game now. Yeah, we're getting really close to the end game because now I've got the platinum chip. I have to make some decisions. I always knew that I'll probably be killing Mr. House in this playthrough, but yes, I was hoping maybe I could get to the dam first. But yeah, it's a bit of a problem.
Awe, true to Kaisar. Kaisar has permitted you to leave, but not with the platinum chip.
Right, let's see what happens if I leave with the platinum chip. Just out of curiosity. Okay, can't leave.
Kaisar has permitted you to leave, but... As you wish.
Alright, so I'll work out what to do off camera. So there has been another episode of my Fallout New Vegas videos. If you've enjoyed this episode, then please make sure to like this video and subscribe to know when my newest episodes will be coming out. I hope you've enjoyed, and for now, this is SliferKing, signing out.